working so good.
Yes, yes. A couple weeks ago here in São Paulo, we had a huge storm, right? And we were having some troubles in some areas with people not having, power, energy in their homes. Nothing so, so strong or impactful, just like a hurricane. But yeah, we kind of experienced the same. So let's get started, guys. So, hello, YouTube. And for those that are watching us or will be watching us later, I'm Ana Laura. And in this beautiful evening, we have with me Isabela, Elias, Mariana, and Rogério. And just we're going to talk about natural disasters, but in this immersion. But before we do it, let me just do a quick introduction about how TNT works, what we are, right? So TNT is a community where we came to communicate in foreign language. They're not just English, they're also Spanish, Italian, French, and Mandarin, if I am not wrong. And the live meetings like this one are not regular classes at all. So I'm not a teacher. I'm not here to correct anyone. There's no material or homework. We are here just to have a nice chat, get to know each other, share some thoughts about interesting topics, right? Exercise our speaking skills in order to build confidence and achieve fluency, right? That's the main point here. And obviously, make new friends, maybe. Why not? That's the best part of being around. For me, especially, I love, get to know different people. But if you're interested to have some classes, have a material, someone following you by your side, you can check our plans, right? And classes that are available on our website, talkandtalk.com.br. And yeah, that's all. So let's get started. I don't know. Oh, maybe if one more person comes, then I split us, but I believe that will not be necessary right now. Maybe we can start presenting ourselves and I don't know, also answering question number one as well. That is, what are the most common types of natural disasters and how they affect different parts of the world? Maybe we can focus here on Brazil. I don't know. You guys decided, okay? Maybe Rogério could start presenting yourself and answering question number one, please.
Yes, good evening to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49. I'm from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I'm an accountant. I'm Christian. I'm here in Talk since May from this year. Here's a wonderful place to learn English, meet people, share our idea, try learning to speak clearly and getting fluent. Um, Finally, in my free time, I like to practice exercise. I think that's it. Answer the question number one. I think the some example I would like to say hurricane. We had in Florida some weeks ago Hurricane Milton, and beside before Milton we have I don't know, I forget the name, Helen, I think, I don't know.
Yes, Helen.
Helen, yes, yes, was powerful hurricane. It's destroyed many houses, buildings. Some people die, unfortunately. I think it's a natural disaster that we can we don't have a machine or power to face it from this situation. It's part of our world that we live, in, yes. So it's important to avoid listen what the authority always say. Oh, give up your house, save your lives, go to the another state, for example. And we have landslide. I think. Thanks God, I didn't. I've never stayed with this situation. Thanks God for that. We are in Brazil. Brazil is there are some another part, but it's a peaceful, peaceful place to live. Thanks God. I think that's it, Laura.
Got it. You mentioned two that are really important, right? About and unfortunately quite common nowadays. So hurricane, and I was trying to search it. This like when you say in Portuguese, landslide, you can say landslide, just like that. You mentioned that you live at in Rio. It's quite common there, right? Because you know the way that the the houses were built, and the I forgot how to say this expression in English, but yeah, it happens a lot there, unfortunately.
Just well, a little information. The weather for the stronger running is coming to Rio de Janeiro. So
Yes,
here's yes, it should be some
tough
problems.
times.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Rogério. And you, Elias, can you introduce yourself and maybe give one or two examples like these two that Rogério mentioned?
Yes, I agree with the comment of Rogério, and very good commenter. And I am Elias Gomes. I'm from Minas Gerais. I live in Barbacena. I am 52 years old. I have two daughters, and Ana Beatriz, 8 years old. Another Larissa, 16 years old. And my passion, they are have a cat, a dog. I like two. And I like walking the park, the running, the parking. I like nature. I like watch movies in the origin language. For example, Bad Boys and the others, Ultimate, the Marvel, is this. And the question, okay, my case, meu ponto de vista. The most common natural disasters and are floods and the earthquakes, acho que é assim que fala. These events cause damage to homes, roads and lives, especially in vulnerable areas. Is this?
Yeah, this is a good example as well. Floods, unfortunately, that are also happening with a big frequency here in Brazil, especially, right? Uh, there in I don't know where you live. Barbacena, it's like the north of Minas or in the south. I don't know, or east or west. Can you
And
say a little?
a special case em Petrópolis, Rio de
Oh,
Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro,
next to Petrópolis. Okay.
yes, é perto daqui. And a vulnerable area, and case special. And chuva, né? E assim por diante.
So it's like where you live a mountain region, just like that, you know, because it's close to Petropolis, right? That's why you mentioned that it's like uh, a region that it's how did you just say? I forgot it. Sorry. Uh, I forgot. What is the expression that you use? Sorry, I forgot about some regions that are more affected
Yes,
than others, right?
yes.
Because
And,
it's a mountain region. Okay, got it.
and the
And you,
Mi-
sorry.
Minas era de risco também. Me too. Minas era
Uh,
de risco too também.
right, a risk area. Got it. Yeah,
Isto,
remember.
risk era. Isto.
Okay, thanks,
Thank,
Elias.
thanks.
And you, Mariana, can you introduce yourself? Share your thoughts about question number one?
Yeah, my name is Mariana. I am 34 years. I am a mom. I Today I work with support of TI, and I am studying English, Spanish, and French. But
Mm.
today I need to grow in English because my my work is spend my English today. My boss call me every day and Mariana, what's coming? Your English is good. Okay, I'm working for that. And I live in São Paulo, in Zona Leste. Is a vulnerable region of and so impact of disasters and specifically running. It's a very running and because the crashes in blocks because the vulnerable people and maybe is a education too because is a fault of education. I think is crashes is very in around in my house and around in the my esqueci como fala bairro, mas in my region. And disasters is very when it's running is disasters coming too. People lost these things inside the houses, very very chilled in the blocks. I don't know. Is in my case, it's very specifically because I live in this region. But in around the world, I think is Katrina is the biggest impact in Nova Orleans. I think is
Okay, awesome. So you mentioned that you are aiming to and study besides English, Spanish and French, right? Awesome. So we have
yes.
a polyglot around among us, right?
One day, I think one day.
Awesome. It's so admirable. I want to learn a third language, study hard as well, maybe for the next year. I'm planning to, but love it that you are studying three, not just one, but three languages at the same time.
Very language.
Really
Yes,
impressive.
French.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 years ago, and I studied basic in another place, and Spanish I study right now with the
Awesome.
English.
Got it. Awesome. So you mentioned about floods, right? Because of
You mute.
oh, I'm muted. Can you guys hear me? No?
Yes, I'm here. I think it's the internet of Mariana. I don't know, but I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's her. Okay. Thank you, Isa. So she mentioned that, Mariana, you mentioned that you live in the east zone of São Paulo, right? You could say east. East. Just like that. Okay. And you mentioned that floods happens with some frequency there, right? Because of the trash, right? On the streets. Maybe it's a big this is a problem all over Brazil, I believe, because people don't have, this conscious about what can happen if you throw a lot of trash, right? Where it doesn't belong. Okay, thank you, Mari. And you, Isa, can you introduce yourself, share your answer for question number one?
Sure. So, hello everyone. I am Isabella. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Osasco, São Paulo. I study women nutrition and I am a food technician too, which was lead me to the research and development of food products and packaging too. I have experience with UAT products, fillers and toppings too. But right now I'm working a cacao show with fine chocolates, developing fine chocolates, and I work here with Ana Laura too. I'm a R&D and they in a quality control. We work together, and in my free time, I enjoy spend my time with my dog and my boyfriend, my friends, my family too. And I'm a big fan of good books, like the books with Stephen King, my favorite author. And I good music too, like Pink Floyd, Scorpions, Beatles. And yeah, that's me. So the question number one, I think we usually hear about storm, floods, earthquakes, droughts too. I think that's most natural disaster, and I think can happen in different places in the world. But yes, the biggest, I think it's the Hurricane Katrina. And I think some places are more prepared to deal with that natural disaster, like Japan. I think Japan is more prepared to has more experience to deal with earthquakes, I think. And that's it. It has a country has more prepared, and our country is not too prepared to lead it with natural disaster. I think it's that.
Love it. You know that. Yeah, one that is pretty famous. Another natural disasters are the earthquakes, right? Usually they destroy a lot of cities when it happens, unfortunately. And fortunately, here in Brazil, we don't have this kind of problem. And yeah, Isa mentioned as well this one that it's more silent, maybe, and uh, it's probably the most common. I believe that you mentioned this one as well, like, draw, right? When it doesn't rain at all, and then you have a lot of impacts, the quality of the air, the agriculture as well. They are really impacted when this happens, right? But yeah, good examples. Thanks, Lisa. And let's keep moving. Let me see. Mm, uh, okay. Elias, could you start question number 2? I don't know. What do you think? They are related, climate change and natural disasters. We can hear you. Your mic is up, Elias.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
How does climate change influence the frequency of natural disasters? And I think climate change makes natural disasters more frequent, such as strong hurricanes and more intense droughts. And this is climate change, mudança do clima mesmo.
Yes, yes. And global warming as well, right? I believe that in the video that we saw, the guy mentioned, right, that it makes more frequently the natural disasters, unfortunately.
And
Sorry?
I
Go ahead.
believe world wonderful. The future better, but the moment today is, for example, man causes worldwide pollution, forest fires, and they causes desastres, né? Desmotivate. This. Poluição, né? Muita poluição que o homem causa, muita queimada.
Yes, 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 it happens, especially in the last month, right?
Yes.
The smoke was everywhere. So let me ask you, Elias, are you like more optimistic or pessimist? You mentioned that you believe that in the future we're gonna get better at this, maybe with environmental stuff. So you are like optimistic. Maybe we're gonna find some way that, balance the things. What do you think?
Ah. I think the man, no, I believe. I do not believe. Fé on God, somente Deus, né? I my case, fé on God. And the man, no. Man causes worldwide pollution, forest fires, and they cause desastres, né, no caso.
Got it. So you're more like pessimist about it. Got it.
Thanks.
Thanks. And you, Mariana, let me ask you another question. Let me see. Oh, Oh, okay. Question number 8. Let's go to this one. What do you think? Can you read for us out loud and share your thoughts about it?
Yes. Do you think the media accurately portrays the severity of natural disasters? Why? I think is a serious question, because every time and every place in the world, people lost their lives or lost their business, lost your community, and all things. The people working together for growth around in this time. And when I thinking about is a very sad, because it's not saying for one person, but do you saying for all community living in around these rivers, around the place to happen the hurt, hurricane, or the, I don't remember word, but it's hurt quakers that I remember so the word is a hurt wakers. And I think so that, but it's a very things we thinking about that, and how people change this is a biggest thing.
Yes, absolutely. So I believe that what you mean, the word that you were looking for was like earthquake. I don't know that, or it's another expression.
Earthquakes, yes. Please, do
Okay,
you repeat again?
Earthquake, just like that.
Yes, yes.
Earthquake, I believe. Earthquakes is with quaking. Let me see. Just, yeah.
But
Just
this
like
word.
that. Earthquake, just like that.
Yes.
Okay. So let me see. Yeah, you mentioned something important, right? That maybe, yeah, obviously it's a pretty sad situation, and we must, face it and portray it, and, spread the message about the dangers and the drama that all the communities, affected communities, uh, are passing by. But I don't know. Sometimes I think that, you know, media focus in the pain and not so much about in the solution, just
Yes.
like you said, right? I don't know. What do you think, Rogério, about question number 8?
Well, my opinion, the changes of the climate influence a lot of the natural disaster, I think. We live in a big world, big planet, so I think the Earth is so big that we have a hurricane in United States, North America, and we have a strong wind and disasters. Desert from Sahara. I don't know how can I say Sahara in English. So I think it's so discrepancy. I don't know how can I say discrepancy in English. Sorry for that. I think it's a part of our nature to put your strong for the man see how is this the how the nature is so big, so strong to do a disaster to show your they could be, I think could do, sorry, could do. Uh, I think it's not it's not a talk. I'm not talking about put the man the fault. How can I say culpa? I forget the culpa.
Oh,
I don't fault. Yes, I think it's not a man to. Yeah, maybe could be a fault of the man because they have they are doing many bad things that they we have some problems in the nature. For example, camada de ozônio, uh, many other situations, I think. But as I said before, we live in a big world, so I think the nature could be more. We have some volcanoes that are sleeping, So, sorry. Uh, for my view, uh, thanks God because I believe in God that He are take care of us. So if not, there are many other situations. For example, asteroids, other things. I think that's it.
yes, you mentioned we forgot all about the volcanoes, right? It's completely out of our reality, but yeah, it happens sometimes when they explode, right? And it's a huge problem as well when it happens, usually with not so fre not with a big frequency. And yeah, interesting that you mentioned about, God and life at this planet, right? Because a lot of things could happen and exterminate all of us and all life here on Earth, but here we are, right? Interesting.
Yeah, some scientists always said we are living this in the past. The asteroids destroyed the world, many, I think almost all animals died.
Yes, yes,
The past, it's occurred.
yeah. We survived it all the way. Maybe we can manage a way in the future to survive the best possible way, the better way possible. I don't know. I'm a little bit more optimistic than Elias. I don't know. And you, Isa, what do you think about? I don't know. Let me ask you another question. Oh, or you want to say something else? I don't know about the questions that we were
Um,
discussing.
we are answered the question 8, right?
Right.
The media. Okay. So I think the media sometimes make think look more dramatic than are get to get attention. But in other cases, media show us the serious situation. But I think the problem is the media focus in a lot in a disaster and don't focus how much hard is rebuilding and how much hard so that's people living in that place. Rebuild your homes, they lose their jobs, they lose people who is close to her. And I think medias don't focus in this, focus just in the situation, the disaster, but not in the people and the health of the people. I think it's a problem.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. That's exactly what I was thinking when I writing down this question. Because, sometimes they even show how we can help the affected people, right? Like usually they focus on disaster itself, but not in, the other aspects of it.
Yes, it's very difficult because it's working for years for rebuilding homes, rebuilding the cities, and back to the normal. It's very difficult. It's a lot of years to do that.
Yes. Maybe they could put more effort and energy showing and demanding things from the government, right? Oh, it happens because of this and that, because we don't, that region, that area doesn't have, I don't know, maybe some infrastructure. So maybe, focus on things that we could do to prevent that happened, or at least not be so a big bad impact,
Yes,
that
exactly.
was the things that I was thinking. Okay, let's keep moving. Let me see. Oh, okay, this one. Maybe we can start with Mariana about question number 5. What do you think about question number 5, Mari?
One moment. What are the economic impacts of the natural disasters in your region or country? This question, yes?
Yes.
I think is when I remember in south side, the region, I remember the boys swimming in river. I don't remember the name, but Itajaí, region of Itajaí, and very boys swimming, and other moments the soccer players emprestaram os jet skis para ajudar as pessoas, helping people. And I think in their country, in Brazil, in your country, people helping others. I know it's a very people to be not to helping, but my focus is the people helping others, help people, giving your clothes, giving the food, giving water, people and together working for helping the animals and survivors, very doctors. My focus in the disasters is this, the together working and helping others.
Yeah, that's a good strategy, right? To focus on which way we can help, right? And what we do next after the disaster happens. Good points. Love it. And you, Elias. Oh, sorry. You want to say something else? No? And you, Elias. About question number 5.
Number 5.
Yes.
Okay. And then natural disasters can destroy business, homes, and infra. Is this question is?
Yes.
Okay. Então, is this natural disasters can destroy business, homes, and the infrastructure, cause hug financial losses. Recovery takes time and it costs a lot of money. And in my case, for example, meu modo de ver, seeing is people's helping, each ordering in the desk situations. It's very beautiful and cool. And I like. And é isso aí, um ajudando o outro, né?
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
That's one of the biggest things that we can do. Fortunately, a lot of people show, their best and they are kind with each other in this fragile situation. But some people, as Mariana mentioned, are too selfish even to do it, right? But they are not the majority, I believe. And let me see. And you, Rogério, what do you think about question number 5?
I agree with Luis. In this situation, in this bad situation, there are many people helping all that people that necessity some help. This impact destroy everything. House, companies, neighborhood, supermarket, whatever. After that, to build it as well. Sorry, to build it again, to return to the normal life is so difficult because many people lost everything, lost part of some lost some friends, lost family, lost house, car. It's more important. They could be lost. I'm talking about the life, so I think it's the impact is not so economic. It's health is more important. So they need to the government to recover your life, your mental health. Some guys need the psychologist to help us to revert the situation, I think.
Yes. Yes, you are correct. When the thing gets really serious, right? Even people even can lose their lives, right? Our precious thing ever that we can keep, right? And help as well, especially the emotional, mental health, right? Because it's like a trauma, right? That people pass through. But yeah, it's tough to recover, but it's possible. And Luisa, what do you think about?
For me, I agree with you guys. It's a good answers. And I think this question is very difficult to answer, not just in English, but in Portuguese too. And in my point of view, natural disasters can really mess up the economy of the country. Think about the houses, the roads, business get destroyed. And as I said, it's a lot of time and a lot of money to rebuilding that's place. And thinking about to farmers can disaster and food prices can go up and people can lose in their jobs. So I think, as I said, is a lot of years to recover from, to get up again.
Yes, for sure. And you mentioned something that it happens all the times, like a domino effect, right? Because if the offer goes down, then the prices, and then demand goes up, the prices
Yes, exactly that. It's
fly,
very difficult.
unfortunately. Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Let me see, guys. Maybe, yeah, unfortunately, we do not have much time for a last question. It's getting really interesting. Sorry that we couldn't keep moving. But before I close the meeting, let me just share some links with you, all of you guys, before we do it, right? So the first one is for this live on your this the survey. Okay, sorry. It's really important for me, especially if you guys can go there, put your honest feedback, share some thoughts about it. How can I do better as a host? Give me, your honest feedback. Don't worry, it's anonymous. It's not possible to discover who made it, the feedback. But yeah, and also I would love to hear what you guys are interested to discuss in the future, and really helps me out when I am out of ideas, thinking about which topic to bring to the immersions, right? So please, if you guys can go there. The survey, the second one is for TNT's website, right? And the third one is for this YouTube live. So if you guys could go there, hit the like button, subscribe to TNT's channel would mean a lot for us as well. We really appreciate it. And that's all. Thank you so much for coming. Hope you guys have a great night, a great rest, great week. Hope to see you next Monday, 10 p.m. Okay?